Hey there, hope you're doing well. Christian here in North Carolina where we got a little bit of snow. I mean, some pretty decent, nothing too crazy, nothing to, shut the place down or anything like that, even though some places have closed. But if you're in one of those places that maybe got a lot more, hope you're staying warm and enjoying it, all right? Whether it's a time away from work if you had to close early, or you got the kids at home because they didn't have to go to school, enjoy it. Now, if you're joining me for the first time, my name is Christian. Welcome to my channel. I am Christian M, a place where I decided to document my journey to financial independence. Now, one of the things that I often talk about on this channel, for those of you who've been around, you'll know I love talking about creating digital products or selling digital products, right? Whether it's yours that you created as your own, being the owner, or selling other people's digital products as an affiliate, okay? And it is one of the vehicles that I have decided that I've seen and have decided is probably going to be my best shot at this stage in my life, right? To catch up with wherever I feel behind financially and all that type of stuff, and help me build that base that I need for the financial independence that I seek, okay? So if you are interested in learning how to, sell digital products, I would highly encourage you to check out the first link in the description below this video. It will show you how to do just that, right? Setting you up with a proper foundation so you have your business correctly set up for long-term success. And one of the things I usually tell people who are who've started a YouTube channel looking to get monetized through the YouTube partner program is that while you're waiting to get there, right? I would highly encourage you to look into digital products, because selling digital products alongside your YouTube channel, right, or using your YouTube channel as a means to get traffic to your digital products that you sell is a great way to monetize your channel, right, early on. And if you do it correctly, I'm willing to bet you would probably do a whole lot better with monetizing your channel, selling digital products, than you would through AdSense, right, through the YouTube partner program. But that's not to say you shouldn't go after it. Why not go after both, right? Get 2 for 1 here. So get at it, right? Now, one of the other things that that I would like to talk about more on my channel, that in fact that's what I set out to do right from the start, but I haven't necessarily done as much, because I don't know, this is where that imposter syndrome thing kicks in big time. Who am I to start sharing financial advice, which I shouldn't be. I'm not any certified type of anything, right? This is not financial advice. No matter what no matter what I say or do not be taking if you want financial advice, seek a professional, right? Go see your account. But it just hit me that I don't necessarily, like, what I would be doing is doesn't necessarily have to be financial advice, right? This is I just got reminded that this is my journey, right? So as I'm just sharing what I'm doing, right? So if I start, not if, when I do start, because and I've done it already, right? Talk about like different financial instruments and things you can use to grow your money, right? I'm looking to start producing more content around that type stuff, right? It can help people, right? But like I said, I'm not a professional. This is not financial advice. I'm just going to be sharing what I'm doing that works for me. And if you see it working for me, maybe you might be enticed to try it out for yourself. But again, if you're doing that, you've got to do it at your do your own due diligence, do your own homework. But the best thing to do at the end of the day is to see a professional, right? If you don't have, especially if you're one of those that doesn't have the time to research all this stuff for yourself, okay? So, but yeah, the whole thing about financial independence, and it's all about, like, is in phases, right? And I guess the phase I'm in right now is just basically you need to have some income, right? Like some extra. If you don't have enough income right now that you can put that you have to cover your daily living expenses, and then enough to put aside into financial assets and investments and all that type stuff, then maybe the first thing you need to be looking at is finding a way to increase your, income earning ability, and that's the phase I'm in right now, okay? Which is through selling digital products. I love doing it as an affiliate, especially, right? Because I don't have to go through the trouble of creating my own product. But there is something to be said for creating your own products and selling your own products. It definitely gives you, there's an extra sense of trust and authenticity there, just because it's yours, right? If people get to know, like, and trust you, right, they're more inclined to purchase something that you've actually produced, right, as opposed to something that you're recommending, which that works too. Don't get me wrong, that works really, really well as well. Okay, people get to know, like, and trust you, and they trust your recommendations, and you share stuff with them. Yeah, absolutely, like that absolutely works well. So it's definitely something to get into, right? And that's the phase, like I was saying, that's the phase I'm in right now. I need to focus more on building that base that I can then in turn use to start putting into financial assets to help that money grow over time. Okay, and again, like I said, it's not gonna be anything fancy. I'm not let's just say, for example, picking stocks and all that type of stuff. I'm not looking to do any of that, right? For the average person, the average person that is not a financial professional, like working, whether it be Wall Street or investment bank, whatever the case may be, right? You're way better off just going with, as opposed to like doing the homework to pick your own stocks and all that type of stuff. You're way better off just going with like index funds, right? ETFs, exchange traded funds, that type stuff, right? That capture broad markets, and so one that I'm definitely going to be getting involved with, or which is really the simplest. It just covers like a wide range of basically the top 500 companies in the United States, and that is that are all in the S&P 500, right? And a great place to go with that is a great ETF to go with that is one called the VOO. Okay, again, like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm going to be doing, and that's something that I'm definitely going to be talking a whole lot more about once I get into it, right? I'm looking, and that's the thing. You can start really small. And the more I learn, the more I'll share. And again, these are just things that I'm what I'll be sharing is just what I'm learning along the way, right? And what I'm deciding to do for myself. It is in no way, shape, or form meant to be anything that I'm sharing as advice, so to speak, that you should be doing, right? Unless it's something like really simple, really basic, like the one that I'll never feel like any kind of imposter syndrome about sharing is the whole high yield savings accounts, right? And one that I've talked about quite a bit on my channel is SoFi, because I can't see any reason whatsoever why you wouldn't keep your savings, like your emergency fund, in a place that is earning way more in interest than you would at your typical brick and mortar bank, right? That is the one place that I feel no imposter syndrome like tendencies about sharing. Okay, and like the one that I use, again, it's going to be second link in the description below this video. It's one that I've recommended. It's one that I'm going to be trying to put all the money that I make from selling digital products, right? That's going to be where I'm going to be putting at least my savings or emergency fund, right? Money that I'm not actually putting to work in riskier investments or more lucrative investments, which tend to be a little bit more riskier, right? Like the higher the risk, the higher the reward. But then again, there's also the higher the potential for losing it all as well, right? But talking about money that's just parked, right? I use SoFi, right? And the high yield savings account. And if you have direct deposit, you can get paid as much as the interest you would earn. It would be as high as, at the time of this recording, 3.8%. That can always change, right? That can always change. In fact, it will change. I can tell you, it could change to go higher, it could change to go lower, depending on what the federal government decides to do with the interest rates and all that type of stuff. So, but anyway, that is that in a nutshell. But anyway, that's kind of like the newish direction. That it's not gonna be like, it's not like I'm completely switching gears, right? I'm just gonna share more content about that, because remember, this was a channel that I started to document my journey to financial independence, and I think it would be kind of odd if I don't talk about what I'm doing in more on the financial aspect, right? Selling and creating and selling digital products and all that type of stuff, that's well and good, but what am I doing besides that to actually become financially independent, right? So that's that. Anyway, just as a reminder, if you're in the building phase, you need to increase your income, check out the first link in the description below this video. It'll teach you how to get started with selling digital products. And then the second link in the description below this video will be where I would highly recommend to put your money that you have saved up, that you like your emergency fund type stuff, money that you have quick access to. I'm not talking about money that you invest. And that would be the second link in the description below to open up an account with SoFi. And they'll give you $25 for free, by the way, just to open an account and fund it with $50. And if you do that, you're going to need your existing you're going to have to connect your existing bank account to do that and transfer the money. You can do it that way, and if you do it that way, it'll take like a couple business days, and then once the money deposits, before you get the $25 for free. Whereas if you just use your debit card to instantly deposit the $50, you'll get that $25 right away. And by the way, make sure your debit card that you use is one that is issued by your bank, right? It's got to be a bank issued debit card, all right? And instantly deposit $50 into your SoFi account, all right? And then within in my case, it took like 15 to 20 minutes. You'll get $25 for free, okay? And then you'll get your own unique referral link, and you can refer other people as well to get $25 for free when they open their SoFi account, and you'll earn $25 in commissions, okay? So that's affiliate marketing. That's why I love it. One of the things I really love about affiliate marketing. But anyway, thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.